We are a peaceful people, struggle as we struggle, and we don't look for trouble, just ask around. But when outside faces from foreign places talk about taking over, we ain't backing down. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. This land is all I know. We're gonna make it somehow. We will bend like a bow, but never break. Our fathers came here, and they lived and died here, and we ain't moving nowhere, make no mistake. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass.
We love the open county of the Rupununi and the Essequibo, daytime or night. Though we may criticize it, this is our home, we love it, and we need to keep it. We have that right.
We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass.
Yo, nobody not selling out. We talking facts, facts we dealing with. Nobody not selling out. We talking facts. I been to Guyana, man. I have to go back. The way out the country looking, man, they left me shocked. Who's ever in charge? Them put we on the map. The men them look healthy, the girls them look hot. I went to a meeting. I don't know if chicken curry. Them Guyanese eating, man. The government working. 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 This one's for them haters. For them haters who attacking Guyana. Guyana, show them your little finger. Little finger, show them your little finger. Little finger, show them the 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 little finger. The government working. 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 Don't mix me with politics. I yes, that guy and his critics. I just want the country fixed. Man, I come here some kicks. Can later bumper fake. We call it a camera trick. And if you rest it to me, I still give it some licks. The government working. 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 The The government working, the government. This is for the hater, for the hater. This is for the hater, who running down Guyana. For the hater, show them little finger, show them your little finger. Little finger, show them your little finger. Little finger, show them your little finger. Government working, the 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 government working. Now don't mix me. The government working. I don't do politics. Just get jacket, right? Get jacket. Walking. They're walking. Them walking. They're walking. Now I said them walking. A little mix me. I don't do politics.
Oh yes. A lot of you gon' vex, but I tell you, sometimes you just got to listen. There's a child in every home and every community. They will grow up to be symbols of unity. They'll be colorblind to race and ethnicity. That's the vision of a leader like President Irfan Ali. I'm talking about the one Guyana where our people can live in peace, where every race trusts each other, where racial prejudice no longer exists. Our children will have one Guyana to grow up in a land united and free with equality and blessed with prosperity. For too long we've been fighting one another. It's race against race, but in the end the country suffer. Oh, we were born here, not in India nor Africa. But if we can't get along, the foreigners gon' eat we suffer. We must put an end to racism. Let it end now with this generation. Together we'll develop this nation. Make Guyana the gem of the Caribbean. Don't listen to them wicked politicians who will divide us to win an election. Believe it or not, Guyanese no smarter than that. Yeah, I told you, it's your boy Padmore. Unity is the key. We are all one and we should be treated as one. Our ancestors were slaves and laborers, but the life they endured made it better for us. We honor their sacrifice and the freedom they bought for we. But some descendants of slaves use that to fuel the rich. It doesn't matter what's your skin color, when we bleed blood it's red the same. Let's respect and love one another. When a brother cry we must feel the pain. We're Portuguese, African and Indian. We're Chinese mixed up, we're Amerindians. We're all Guyanese. Let's end this segregation. I'm appealing to Guyanese in the diaspora. We welcome you home. We've got a lot to offer. It's not the same place that you run away from. Come see the paradise Guyana has now become. I'm talking about the one Guyana where our people can live in peace, where every race trusts each other, where racial prejudice no longer exists. Our children will have one Guyana, to grow up in a land united and free, with equality and blessed with prosperity. It's a message I just want you to understand. Stop and think for a minute. Really think for a minute. If we can't fix the present, then we should work on the future.
Wake up, the day is bright, time to feel the blue. Turn your dial for your vibe, we're ready to go. With Courdel Jones, you know it's gonna be real. From 8 to 9, bringing vibes you can feel. News, views, and what's hot today will keep you wired in every way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Wake up, the day is bright, time to feel the flow. Turn your dial to Livewire, we're ready to go. With Courdel Jones, you know it's gonna be real. From 8 to 9, from 8 to 9, bringing vibes you can feel. News, views, and what's hot today will keep you wired in every way. We'll keep you wired every way, in every way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Stories that matter, we've got the scoop. From the latest headlines to the local truth. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour. So grab your coffee, your tea, your toast. With Courdel Jones, we'll give you the most. Livewire, we'll give you the way. Running to the energy, the beat of the street, the show that connects. It's where people meet. We're wired to your world, we got the news. On Livewire, there's nothing to lose. Livewire, turn and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Stories that matter, we got the scoop. From the latest headlines to the local truth. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour. Wake up, the day is bright, time to feel the blue.
Morning, guys. Welcome down to another episode of Livewire. It's the 16th of October 2024, and morning to all the persons across the diaspora, morning to the persons across the 10 administrative regions. Special good morning to the persons in the comment section already. Thank you guys for being here for yet another episode. Right. First of all, morning to the students of Northwest Secondary School. I'm guessing you guys have had a chance to go through the newly constructed building there and enjoying the new amenities and the new facilities that are available to you there in Mabaruma region number 1. Guys, if you have some time, please go check out the Livewire merch store. That's on the link is at the bottom of your screen, scrolling there. It's also posted to Facebook as well. You know, support. We're trying to get the studio done and that kind of thing, and you know, give us some support. So check out the Livewire merch store. They ship to anywhere in the world, so it doesn't matter where you're looking at us from. There is shipping to get to you, and the prices are reasonable. So check it out when you have some time and support. Morning to Balwan Danrad, Salome, Chris, Umar Sharif, Ricky Knott, Cecile Rampusad, morning to you, Leslie Mongol. I saw Leroy Mangal calling me just now, but we were about to start the live, Leroy, so I couldn't answer. Probably try me after the show. Shirley Singh, morning to you, Rafi Khan, Raji Maraj, Joan Abidjan joining us from Canada, Eunice Ragobir and Rita, good morning to you, both joining us from Canada as well. Shakila Bridgelal, morning to you. Shakila's supposed to be on the East Bank. I know she'll move again. Pam, morning to you and Trevor. Betty Chris, morning to you. Faisal Ghani, Daniel Kochi, morning to you. Derek Drupal, Rajendra Singh, good morning to you. Bibi Kali Chiran, good morning to you. Marlon Boyce, Wazim Nabi, Dioraj Nath, Mukesh Vishnudat, special good morning to you, Mukesh. I hope you and the family are doing well. And you guys have finished cleaning up and sorting yourself after the little storm. But I shouldn't say little, quite devastating, but I'm glad that you guys were not severely affected. And for all those who were affected, I hope that you're on the road to recovery in relation to whatever you would have experienced during that storm. Special morning to, oh gosh, I get cold there, Deshaun. I get cold there just now. I looked down at the date and I was like, wait, I missed this guy thing. Anyway, morning to Deshaun, Zoe, the baby, Mr. and Mrs. Little, and all the Maconians joining us on the live this morning. Richard Stanislaus, morning to you, Serving Siram. John Ragnart, morning to you, joining us from Texas. Sato Maraj, morning to you. Maureen Razio, good morning to you. Sunil Ragobir, Jamila Kayum, Dudnat Prasad. Yeah, thank you for promoting the Livewire merchandise there, Mukesh. Fong Raja, morning to you. Norman Aziz, Raji Jai Chan, morning to you. Roman Hari Lal, morning to you. Ramnarayan Singh. Dato Lachman, good morning to you. Om Namah Shiv Balnat. I try the Dato. I didn't get it right. Henry Jagdio, morning to you. Philip Diabro, Asha Dali, morning to you. Thanks for that, Asha. Actually, I was in a thanks. Asha said happy hump day. Happy hump day to everybody. Nirmala Allen, good morning to you. Nirmala Allen, good morning to you. Dionan Suku, good morning to you as well. Good morning to you, Dionan and Suku. Alan Khan, Edward Budu, Prasad Pati, Kamish Jaikaran, morning to you. Pam, morning to you, and Trevor. Soda Budram from Prasad, morning to you. Who else we got here? Chichu Sukraj, Rajendra Mahes, Rahim Amarali, Anita Williams, Gayatri Baldio, good morning to you. Ramesh Ramcharan, morning to you. Mohammed Isaf Dale Henry, Miss Ferguson, Sharita Ferguson, morning to you. Peter Sundar, Richard Munsami, Shakira Bagwadin, good morning to you. Michael Danes, good morning to you. Morning to Paul Anderson, out of Mocha, big up yourself. Ayan B. Pat, good morning to you. Jean Cornelia, Shirley Singh. Dan Rambudu, morning to you. Philip Gonranch, right, good. So Ayan said he's not seeing or hearing anything. Yeah, y'all seeing or hearing me? I don't know. Let me check the live. Let me check the live. Somebody said they're not seeing or hearing. I don't understand what's going on there. I don't know. Ion, I don't know what's going on with your internet, but I don't know Yeah, I up to date here, so you might got check your internet on that side, right? Anyway, good guys. Um, this morning I will be. Oh gosh, just a second. Right. So as I was saying this morning, I am open to taking your calls. Um, I just want to discuss two things that I saw. I realized that um, bothering with the opposition too much is not it's not really good for my health, right? It's not really good for my health. But some of these things that I see, I have to comment on because I think it's some of them are completely absurd, right? So the first thing I want to share with you here is some breaking news. Breaking news. I gotta make this a little bigger. Just a second. Right? Breaking news. Coming out from Rickford Jerk. Now, this is my question. Anyway, this is a release from CGID, Rickford Works Agency, or whatever you guys want to call it, you know. Um, and it basically speaks about the murder of Courtney Crummy Wing and the fact that apparently CGID is in receipt of some information that could not be passed on to the Guyana Police Force, the FBI directly, and mind you, there are field offices here, I think, for morning to Quincy Anderson joining us on the live. So again, I must say there are field offices here for, I think, the DEA and the FBI. I'm one out of the two or both. I know one for sure, right? So there are field offices for these agencies here. Now, my question is, according to this release from CGID, there's information that allegedly implicates PPP government officials and senior Guyana Police Force officers in this whole murder situation with Courtney Crummy, right? Now, anybody who remembered when this murder took place, it was around the 2015 time before the now opposition went into government from 2015 to 2020. Now, I'm just asking y'all to look at this logically. So, apparently somebody in the Guyana Police Force had this information and decided to share it now when the PPP is in government, right? And remember, according to CGID, the opposition, and all these people, allegedly, the Guyana Police Force is controlled by the government, right? So they ain't expecting justice. Now, I am saying, if this police person, alleged police person who has this information, why didn't they release this during that period of freedom of speech, freedom to expressing themselves? Why didn't they release this information 2015 to 2020 so that this righteous government that they claim to be the APNU AFC, this righteous, Raj, morning to you, brother. Thank you for the support that you give me all the time, tuning into the program, sharing the content. Raj, Quincy, Sandra, Sally, and all the others. Thank you, guys. Now, this police in come forward during the time when the so-called righteous government, right? When the uncorruptible deputy commissioners of police were appointed to investigate. Now, CGID Is only now CGID recognize that the Guyanese people they claiming they're representing no longer accepting criminality. So they're keeping this information till now. But even the information till, right? You trying to tell me the only source to release this information, they got the US Embassy, they got the British High Commission, they got the Canadian High Commission, or I think it's Canadian High Commission, they call it High Commission as well. Here, they got CARICOM Secretariat here. The only place this police, alleged police informant could have found to send this information, the credible source, is Rickford Burke. You really mean to tell me Rickford Burke, who has no authority to investigate, no authority to arrest, no authority to extradite or do anything in relation to the law in Guyana here, right? No authority whatsoever. And this is who this police informant going to get this information, this credible information out? Seriously? Now, I want to contrast something to you. Let me find the section where it says it. Treasure of information information was corroborated by an informant. Was very by unsavory actors in the Guyana police force. Now, folks, what jumped out at me here, right, is that a treasure trove of information came from a very valuable source in relation to Rickford Burke and extortion that he was involved in. That information was corroborated by an informant. The informant produced evidence. What's the right word? Causing persons to know that Rickford Burke was a part of the fraud scheme, the extortion scheme. Right? So exactly what he's saying here happened to him. And he has refuted and disputed and all kinds of things in relation to the informant who spoke against him in the court, the evidence that the informant brought, and the other people, this thing with Rickford Burke and extorting the businessman down here was all corroborated. So Rickford Burke has a court case in Guyana right now. And the same benchmark or yardstick that he is using in relation to making the information credible that this police informant, as he labeled them, that information is credible. Why isn't the information from the other informant credible? The guy, I can't remember his name, the former reporter, can't remember his name. How is that information not credible? How do we know that you haven't done what you're claiming people do here with that informant? And again, I'm wondering, what kind of, okay, let's say somebody find out who this informant is. What Rickford Burke could do from over there to help protect that person? Rickford Burke doesn't even come to Guyana to represent Guyana. I'm pretty sure Rickford Burke is an American citizen by now over there. So how is it that somebody who doesn't even take the time to come here to see what's actually happening here, to understand, to go to their own court case here, trying to lynch a whole government, and mind you, so yeah, I ain't gonna mention that. Nowhere in this press release here. He shares a photo, a video, a little bit of any information, right? Any information in relation to this information that he has, or the allegations made by this police informant within the police force, right? May say share the person name, the address, nothing. But a little snippet so that people know you're not BSing them. You understand? Nothing of the sort. So they just type these long press releases and again try to pull at the people's heartstrings. So they mentioned the 1,400 young black men, extrajudicial killings, death squad, right? They mentioned Courtney Crummy Wing. They mentioned Ronald Waddle and several other Afro-Guyanese critics of their then PPP government. What happened to Walter Rodney? If we're looking at people who get assassinated, political assassinations and them kind of thing, what happened to Walter Rodney? We gonna skip over Walter Rodney like that never happened? You're not interested in finding out what happened to Walter Rodney? Rickford Bork? So I find it amazing that these people present themselves as virtuous and looking out for the rights of Guyanese when the parties that they represent hands tainted. The parties that they represent, their hands tainted. You call all them names and leave out Walter Rodney? You call all them names and you forget them people in Lusignan that get murdered? You forget the people in Bartica? You remember at any point in time, I see Leslie Mangle asking about a Vincent Tika. I don't know who is that, but more than one person here mentioned this Vincent Tika person, right? So what happened to all these other things, Rickford Bork? Apparently he's a minister. Lindo Creek, Rickford, did you ever hear of members of parliament on the opposition side meeting with freedom fighters? You ever heard about anything like that? A former education minister. Thank you, viewers. I apparently I didn't go that far back in the history books, right? You ever heard about members of parliament, or you ever heard about any PPP member of parliament, Morning or Miller, going in the back dam and meeting with criminals? Huh? Rickford Bork, you didn't hear about the guns that went missing from the police? I think it's 150 guns missing. Rickford Bork, you know about Father Dark? Look, this is why I tell you, sometimes it frustrates me when I deal or have to address these things. Because these people like Rickford Bork and Mark Benchcop, Sherrod Duncan, Marvin Williams, Coretta McDonald, Nima Flew Best, all of them that host these programs have selective memory loss. Selective memory loss. Selective memory loss. And again, I'm asking, why did this police person with this information of the murder and whoever involved in Courtney Crummy Wing's murder, why did they feel safe enough to come forward 2015 to 2020 when the champion of the Afro-Guyanese were in office? When they had Granger Danger, why didn't he come, or the person come forward with this information Why didn't they take it to the former commissioner of police, Leslie James, who did not want to act when the GECOM commissioner told him, I'm unsafe, I feel unsafe. Okay, chairman, clocks. That's it, you tried it. Why didn't hand it to Leslie James, the same person who said, I have a list of persons who were not in Guyana and voted, and dead persons that voted, that nobody can see yet, like the PNC SOPs. Nobody can see this list yet. Why didn't the police go for it to Maxine Graham, who carry home book, who ain't got this, who can't recall, who all kind of thing? A set of disgraced, high-ranking former members of the Guyana police force. That is why the person can come forward. And I'm putting to you, Rick Football, that there is no person. There is no person. That person is a figment of your imagination. So you will sit there, think up these kinds of things in your mind, and then write a press release and release it as if you actually have access to an informant. If you have an informant, Rick Football, oh God, give me the lad, yo, distort the person voice. Let me hear the claims that they're making. Rickford, send me a screen grab of some of the evidence that they send you so we know it's real and you're bullshitting people as you normally do. But you're not going to get that from Rickford Moore or the team. All they are good for is wild, baseless allegations with nothing to back it up. Never presents you with any sort of evidence. Even the American said to Aubrey, get away from here and come back with evidence. Go and come back with evidence. They didn't even say, oh gosh, let me get 1,000 people to sign a petition and carry it. Let me get 1,000 people to sign a petition and carry it. Nothing. They go with the 2 long hands and a bunch of Nancy stories and cameras for photos as well. You understand me? So, no evidence to Washington, no evidence of the allegations that Rickford Burke is making here, but the stuff that is before the court now, and there's evidence to back it up, it's totally discredited because Rickford said so, right? They pay the guy. Oh, because you say so, it's fine. Yes. Oh, right. We must believe you. That's how the legal process works. You decide that you are not guilty, or you're not or you shouldn't be held responsible for your action. So that is it. End the story. Move on to the next thing. Right? The court will have no say. The police who gathered the evidence ain't got no say. Your co-conspirator who work with you ain't got no say. And that's why I tell you, these people like Rickford Burke and Mark, they do their mischief from overseas. They do their mischief from overseas. Mark doesn't care about Guyanese here. Rickford doesn't care about Guyanese here. They care about the Guyanese overseas who donating to them. Right? Because Guyanese and Guyana is sending money to Rickford Burke and Mark Benchcop and that nonsense, wherever they're doing. It's those overseas-based Guyanese in the diaspora, right, who got a little extra disposable income that could send a $5, $10, $2. You remember David Hine? $1, $2, $3, whatever dollar. You understand? Those are the persons they're going out trying to corrupt in their mind with these foolishness here. So when they make a post like this, and you're, oh God, they finally get it. They got Courtney Crummy win. I am telling you, on this 16th of October 2024, the 31st of December 2024 will come, and you will see no evidence or nothing in relation to this claim Rickford Burke is making here. Nothing. He will not release anything, nor the informant that he got, because there is no one. I'm absolutely sure about it. There is no one. Right? So y'all watch, wait, and see. We giving them up to the 31st of December 2024. We starting a new year with this bullshit. You understand? We're not starting a new year with it. So we're giving you, Rick, for up to the 31st of December to make some sort of evidence available in relation to these allegations that you're making, this information, evidence links to top PVP government officials and senior police officers to Courtney Crummy Wing and other murders, right? So we were waiting for you to release this information. And you don't have to release it in its entirety. You could do a little section. You could do an off-camera interview with the person and look at the stage as well. But give us something to work with. This is what we're asking you. Give us something to work with. Not this nonsense you making these random posts and nothing to back it up. All we got here is an old photo of Courtney Crummy Wing, and this is when he was alive. That's all we got to go with your allegations, sir. And mind you, I'm not saying that the family of Courtney Crummy Wing doesn't need closure and wouldn't like to know what happened in relation to this gentleman here. But Rickford Boy, you are not the way and the light to get them there. Right? You are not the way and the light to get them there. Anyway, let me move on. I honestly these people really freak me out. I don't know what to say but Rickford. I don't know what to say about this banner. Anyway, let me go to something else I wanted to show you. More stupidness again. No. Look. Oh, sometimes you buy don't able, you know, on a serious note. Sometimes you buy don't able. So this is the protest outside the GECOM. Nobody a substance. You know what I'm telling you? Nobody a substance. None of these people out here will advance to be members of parliament or heads of agencies or nothing under the coalition if they will. None of them. Carla, good morning. Morning.
If the opposition can't find the winning so-called, they're going to find evidence for Bobby Wing murder. The people that can't find out, you no matter with Victor Buck, they know who killed Bobby Wing.
Right.
They know everybody. Vincent Tika was 12 years old when they killed a man.
Wow.
Minister of Education too. And he going to cover and get to school. They know about all them killing, but they blame it for PPP. And the result of the election is near.
Yes, indeed.
You look forward for next year, she must body than dead again. Later.
Thanks for calling. Auntie got some good points. That's when the stupidness to start. That's when the foolishness to start. The elections time in Guyana is stressful. Because, anyway, back to this foolishness. First of all, we got fraud is fraud. That one clouded thing to go. Fraud is fraud. I was telling you, none of the people out here will make it to the National Assembly. None of them out here will make it to the National Assembly. None. Not a single one of them will make it into the National Assembly, whether in government or opposition. Wait, these are the pictures? Guess what chauvinist is this? 4 photographs? Look. So wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the person who was on the phone 11. You see nobody that we count yet. And I feel look. Look, I don't understand these people. Again, I remind you, None of these persons here will make it to the National Assembly. None of them. Right now, you have, at least from what I recognize, you have 2 councillors from the Georgetown Mayor and City Council. Garraway, and I don't remember the other guy's name. But my point is this, right? The national elections that are upcoming, the people who will vie for the top positions in that national elections from the PNC don't even see it fit to come out here and bolster their numbers for the hour or 2 that they're out there. You understand? So it's only these idiots from the city hall, Garraway and them, fraud is fraud, and the few other elderly folks that they could get. This lady looked like she there in Banks uniform. 4 photos. She saw shiny her face. You saw shiny her face there? And that's been the funny thing with these people. You're protesting, but you're hiding. So it gotta be that you really believe in what you're protesting. You understand? You ain't believing what you protesting because you can't show your face and represent your cause. You can't show your face and represent your cause because you probably don't even know why you're out there. You probably don't even know why you're out there. So again, you have these councillors and some PNC supporters out here. And the leadership of the PNC, Aubrey Norton, Elizabeth, who looked like she could do it some steps, and being out in the sun to melt away some of that excess stuff she's carrying on her. You understand me? You're seeing a manzo. You don't see it. Well, you don't see a manzo, you don't see rice. They'll no more at all. They get banished from the limelight. You don't see them. But Vince Roy, Christopher Jones. When last I see Christopher Jones, by he and I look like he get banished. I know when last. Where these people are, the members of parliament. Why y'all got these useless city councillors leading the charge in your behalf? That's why people ain't coming out to the protests. Nobody has faith in the city councillors on the PNC side. Right? Nobody has faith in them. Why fraud is fraud? Don't go and look for work. This boy can't be working. Fraud is fraud on every protest, everything they got, beach line, green fed, wherever they got fraud is there. Fraud is there. Face look like fraud is fraud. Look, this guy need to go and look for work, go find something to do. But he probably taking mine in. I ain't gonna say from who. If you could deduce and read between the lines, he probably taking mine in from somebody. I don't know is who. I have no clue. But trust me, fraud is fraud. Can't be surviving like this without some kind of support. You understand? There may be a... Oh shit, it's on to the council too. You see when you're living good? Anyway, let me stop. But again, complete waste of time. And the persons of significance, opposition leader, chief whip, shadow minister of this, shadow minister of that, none of them see it fit to come out here and represent the causes that they speak about weekly at the press conference. They send out this crew. You understand me? You sent out this crew. I do remember during the time the PVP was protesting in relation to what the then government was doing at the time. You saw the prominent members of the party out there, of that party out there. You saw the now president, Dr. Irfan Ali, out there. You saw the general secretary, you saw the central executive, you saw everybody out there representing. And that is the difference you get with the two parties. One will send you and the other one gonna carry you. Well, in some instances, right? That's the difference. Anyway, now I wanted to move on to this this press release. This press release I saw from the PNC. As the next government, they got a lot of high hopes, high in the sky, apple pie hopes. You understand? As the next government, our approach to early childhood care education will be holistic and a top priority. I don't have the time to read through this with y'all, but after I looked at it, several things jumped out at me. And it takes me back right to the PNC way of thinking and doing things. Half-ass and haphazard. That's how you describe PNC policies, plans, protocols, and whatever. Half-ass and haphazard. Best way to describe them. Right? Now, the PNCR, APNU, AFC proposal to pay a universal child care allowance and nutrition voucher, along with expanding the school feeding program and building healthcare facilities, lacks a clear funding source. With their ambitious plans, the opposition should be asked to outline a detailed fiscal plan showing how they intend to fund these initiatives without straining Guyana's national budget. The previous administration left Guyana with economic challenges, Granger danger. Now, this caused rising concerns about how this new approach would be financed. Now, the APNU AFC PNC's track record on social services during their time in office was inadequate. Programs aimed at alleviating poverty and providing social support often failed to reach vulnerable communities. And critical services like healthcare were underfunded. If you remember, the focus was on lubricant and condoms. We didn't want to store medication. We didn't think about storing medication 2015 to 2020. Lubricant and condoms, that was the priority. A whole bond, between 11 to 14 million dollars a month. I don't remember the exact amount, so I can call between the two, right? The focus was on lubricant and condoms. I will not be surprised if George Norton get mentioned in the Diddy case that Guyana was the supplier. They're gonna put you on the map to stupidness again, just like Jonestown and Barnum. $12 million. Thank you, Norman. $12 million a month for a bond for lubricant and condoms. That's their healthcare plan. That's what people need to remember. That is what we're running away from. Y'all heard just yesterday the regional chairman for region number 1, Brenton Ashley, spoke about the region not ever having a shortage in drugs. I showed you on a live, not yesterday, the day before, the region got their own drug barn, a regional facility to store and properly keep drugs in the region. That wasn't built by the APNU AFC. They rent in place to store condoms and lubricant. Y'all must remember these things. Y'all must remember these things. Now, at the end of the day, again, I repeat that often the social support that they try to provide didn't reach vulnerable communities. And healthcare services were underfunded. So their past failures to address maternal and childhood health during their tenure undermines the credibility of their promises now. So people must forget all that happened 2015 to 2020, the stagnation of all the sectors, health, education, forestry, gold, sugar, everything, bare worries, right? Now, while increasing female participation in the workforce is a noble goal, the policy lacks practicality. Simply catering or simply creating daycare facilities without addressing the broader structural barriers, such as the lack of meaningful engagement for persons, these can also cause problems. Now, again, you didn't see any meaningful job creation for women in the country under the 1080 APNU AFC, right? Here and there, you got some salary increases, but nothing of major significance. So at the end of the day, this means the policies that they had failed to have the desired effect. And the opposition's historical neglect of key sectors and failure to significantly expand job opportunities calls into question their ability to meet these goals that they would have put out in this press release. The PNCR and the APNU AFC highlights the need for accessibility and high quality health care and well-being services. Yet during their last administration, critical health services for women and children were chronically underfunded. Their sudden focus on maternal health rings hollow given their past neglect of the public health infrastructure, leaving hospitals and clinics ill-equipped. So you could imagine a vagabond like Nigel Hughes could go into a community, see the telehealth facilities, see the fancy dental facilities, see the maternal facilities at the health center, and could have only taken a photo of a wooden bench as the issue in the health center. None of these things were put in under their administration. None of these things put in under the administration that he was the head of and now is the head of, again, the AFC. His wife was a sitting minister of government under the coalition. He couldn't suggest to her when they lie down at night, babe, oh God, let put a little telemedicine, or let build a new bench, or let they change out these latrines at all of these schools that they're complaining about. So you know what freaked me out with the latrine thing? Because it seemed to me like the latrines only went there 2020 when President Ali came back into government. The latrines got put there when President Ali came back into government. He sent out people to build latrines at all the hinterland schools in 2020. So I'm wondering, Nigel Hughes went to any of these indigenous communities 2015 to 2020, Cathy, David, and more so above all others, Laura George, where the hell were you, the sleeping indigenous ambassador? Where were you? You didn't visit these communities and see what's going on with the AFC? Where were you, Laura George? You can't get the answer from her. Laura George now care about internet and Kisiri and who labeling it as brackish water and all kind of thing. When the AP and new AFC members were accosting indigenous people, calling them the B word, saying they don't contribute nothing to Guyana, they're greedy because they want oil money and land. Where the hell were you, Laura George? The indigenous people should chase you out of the community when you come to visit them. All of a sudden, your eyes open to the issues of the indigenous people. What can you speak of land titling for indigenous people from 2050 to 2020, Laura George? I am hoping the next time I see Laura George, I'll ask her if David Patterson identified the 200 villages that they put the internet in. And also, if they were able to make contact with the two show that they claim that the government take the internet out of the village. Again, normal thing with the opposition, one set of accusations, no evidence to back it up. So you telling me the government go into an indigenous community and anybody who know how indigenous people stay, they starve their mind. Right? Some of them timid, but a lot of them very spuncious. They can tell you what they got to tell you. And that's not an indictment on them. That's not an indictment on them. But you trying to tell me, Laura George, that the government went and take the internet out to one of these communities. The Tushaw ain't said nothing. The deputy Tushaw ain't said nothing. Or you can't get them to say nothing. Just like how Sherrod Duncan went when we had the Venezuela issue and go and talk in a set of stupidness in one of these indigenous communities. You could send Sherrod Duncan to get the Tushaw to say, yes, the government come and take out the internet. Look, this is where it's been. Look, the thing screw out and it's gone. They couldn't get the Tushaw, deputy Tushaw, none of the councils, none of the CDC representatives, nobody from the community, none that was brave enough to say, yes, look at here, they move it from here. Y'all come and see. Nobody. And again, I say to y'all, that's the effort that they put in lying to you. So even in misleading you, they don't care about putting some effort into it. You understand? Putting some effort into it. Coming up with a good lie, a sensible, a believable lie. Right? Anything the government does, it was their idea. They had it in mind to do, but wasn't able to do it. Always got some reason for failing. Always have some reason for failing. And that is why I wonder how, no, not I wonder how. I understand why young people don't gravitate to that party. Always an excuse. Always an excuse. What's this here? Just a second, people. Let me check this here. Oh, somebody sent me. But I said is a manzo. They sent me a photo, something about Girls Day. Amanzo and Minister Rodriguez in a photo there together with some other persons. Anyway, look, at the end of the day, all these lofty promises being made by the PNC, APNU, AFC, I just wish people could ask them, what was the reason this wasn't implemented when you were in government? All this care for maternal health and all this stuff, why y'all didn't, oh gosh, why y'all didn't implement the biometrics? When you had the chairman that Granger forced into GECOM, who had the deciding vote. So don't say that, oh, the PPP stop y'all from implementing this and implementing that. When Justice Patterson was the chairman of GECOM, and mind you, I say y'all had the swinging vote because of the process that got him there. It wasn't the correct process, right? Granger forced him on GECOM and the people of Guyana. Didn't follow the correct process. So why didn't y'all introduce the biometrics when you had your commissioners and the chair who was not operating like the current chair and not biased? And I must, in my personal opinion, I feel that Claudette Singh operates in a neutral manner. Sometimes it does look like them people are stressed out, but to me, she operates in a neutral manner. When y'all had Mr. Patterson there, y'all could introduce the biometrics, all the other accoutrements that you wanted for the election. But we couldn't get that under the Granger administration and the Granger GECOM chairman. You understand? So now you got 11 worries outside of GECOM playing y'all harassing the current chairman. Why y'all didn't make UG free when y'all were there? You increased the fees by 35%. Now you're talking about your idea. Now you're talking about your idea. All of a sudden, Winston Jordan know how much money each person should get and how much money this person should get and all this other nonsense. Winston Jordan should be the last person speaking about money. Mr. I don't know, Mr. It was a gift. And you're the finance minister. You're the finest idiot we ever had in that office, sir. The finest one. You understand? For the person in charge of the finances of the country to claim that firstly they don't know about any $18 million. Oh, you don't know about that. Then all of a sudden it's a gift. All of a sudden it's a gift. Mind you, you don't provide no receipts. Allegedly, as I say, y'all pay to go to the CCJ or something. Who you pay? Who you pay? Let we know as a guy, people let we know. Who you pay? Now you're talking about 200,000, 200,000. All them people who saying 200,000 not enough, y'all take 200,000 and give it to somebody else out your own pocket and see how that hurt you. You understand me? Everybody who's saying 200,000 is a little bit of money, take 200,000 out your bank. Do you even have 200,000 in your bank account? Some of you. You understand? Less some of you got to find 200,000 tomorrow to get somebody his belly work, diarrhea whole day, your head hot and you're sick. So I encourage y'all to stop your nonsense, wait patiently and collect your money in peace. Collect your money in peace. The grants were sharing out to the members of parliament under the last administration. So I don't want to hear from Winston Jordan or anybody from there. Right? And the most they gave y'all was them stupid Buju Banton tickets. Don't forget. Y'all don't forget, buddy. Y'all don't forget. These people had no interest in advancing Eliza Guyanese, whether local or abroad. Could you imagine? Doggy come here to Guyana and get contract? You could imagine it? Doggy. Look. Anyway, the man and Jacobs, big contract. Oh Lord. Look, listen. I don't know. Anyway, look, the government's working, as the people say. Right? The government's working. Guys, I'm out of here. Y'all have a great day. Continue to be good Guyanese. Make sure that you stay informed with what's actually going on in your country. Again, I'm saying if you're looking for credible information in relation to the government development, what the plans are for the country, the regions, and what's happening in Guyana daily, check out the Department of Public Information's Facebook, their website, or their YouTube channel, or check out Livewire News or TV for similar productions. Right? Where you could get the information from the horse's mouth, not some distorted view that the opposition can give you. You can actually see what's actually happening on the ground. Right? I am going to work on getting regional chairman for region number 2 for the show tomorrow. I'm not promising, but I'm working on it. And we will work through until we, well, me and Deron Adams don't agree. So y'all don't expect the chairman for region 10. I'll probably try to get the after the Prime Minister's representative for region 10 to come on the show sometime during the week to tell us. And we'll move through the regions and hear and see what's actually happening on the ground in the regions. Right? Blackbush Polar, Minister Edgel is supposed to be up there today. So you guys, that's something for you guys to look out for. What Zoe this hour? Look at Zoe at this hour. What are you doing here now at 9:01? Anyway, welcome. I'm glad you're here still anyway. Guys, I'm out of here. Y'all be good Guyanese. And as I usually say before I go, it's all about peace. It's all about love. It's all about one Guyana.
We are a peaceful people, struggle as we struggle, and we don't look for trouble, just ask around. But when outside faces from foreign places talk about taking over, we ain't backing down. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. This land is all